Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp's online techniques class. Today's technique is called Tinted Shimmer Paint. Now to do this technique you need our Champagne Mist Shimmer Paint and you need some re-inkers in the different colors that you want your paint to be. And then I use empty embossing powder jars. So these are, I always save my empty jars. This is a great way to store this so your paint won't dry out and you can use it later again. I'll just show you how I mix that up. Make sure you give your shimmer paint a good shake. And then we're just going to do a drop of the, shimmer paint, and then I have the Pool Party re-inker and I'm just going to give it a couple drops. The more drops, the darker your color. And then you're going to take a toothpick and you're going to mix that up. Mix your shimmer paint, not on the clothes. Shimmer paint, mix that with your champagne shimmer paint, mix that with your re-inker. So there, that's good and mixed. Then you can do this technique on different cardstock mediums. I am going to use the watercolor paper, but I have done it on the Very Vanilla. I've done it on the Naturals White. It will work on any of the papers. I do tend to like the watercolor paper. And you're going to use your embossing buddy because we are going to emboss our image first. So you want to make sure, especially with this watercolor paper, the embossing powder likes to stick to it, so make sure you use your embossing buddy. I'm going to take the Versamark ink and I'm going to take this little bunny here from, I think it's Every Bunny, I think is the name of the set. I'm going to ink that up with the Versamark and I am going to stamp him like that. And then I have this Happy Easter from the Teeny Tiny Wishes. And I'm going to stamp that towards the bottom. And then I am going to put our Early Espresso embossing powder on. Now I like the Early Espresso for my bunnies better than black. It's just not as stark. And it just blends with the bunny better. So now I'm going to go ahead and heat set that. I like to emboss with this technique because it helps the paint to kind of stay inside of the lines. So there we go. Bless you. Our bunny is all embossed. Now I just have some little paint brushes here. And it doesn't really matter. I just pick any one. I'm going to start with, I mixed up some of the shimmer paint with the Crumb Cake re-inker. And that's what I'm going to use to color in my bunny. So you're just going to paint in your image. Pick up a little paint. One thing I will tell you is you don't have to mix up a lot of paint because a little goes a long way. So just a couple drops of paint and a couple drops of re-inker and you'll have a lot. And then I just dip that in water. And now I'll come in with the paint I mixed up, which was the Pool Party and the Champagne Mist. And I'll just clean off my brush. And I'm going to color his egg blue because it was a decorated Easter egg. What I love about this is you can't probably see it on the camera, but it's just so shimmery and pretty. It just adds so much. And then I'm going to put his little bow tie here in the pool party. This is going to be a little boy. And then the last thing I did was I mixed the shimmer paint with Pretty in Pink. Let me clean off my brush. And I'm just going to put a little pink inside of his ear here. Now, can you see the shimmer on that? Isn't that pretty? Now I need to set him aside to dry. You can heat set it with the heat gun, but I'm going to just set him aside. And then you get this. And I took the framelit and just cut it out with the frame. So I'm going to show you how to put that on a cute, cute, cute little card. The base of my card is the pool party. And then I have the crumb cake, and I ran that through the Big Shot in the square lattice impressions folder. I'm going to go ahead and get some adhesive on there. Stick that to my card base. And then I have a piece of Pool Party Designer Series paper. Just a super quick and easy card. And that's going to go across the center. I took the framelit that was the next size up and cut that out with the Big Shot. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that to like so. And then stick it on the front. And now it is ready for my technique page. Love the pool party with the shimmer. It's just so pretty. So there is my technique page. Here is my finished card. And all I did was take some dimensionals and pop that up, but it's exactly the same otherwise. But that is the Tinted Shimmer Paint. Give it a try. You'll love it. Thanks for stopping by.